Hey guys, what's up? My name is Vanessa. I'm going to be doing my Summerween TBR today for you guys. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm super excited because I decided about 20 minutes ago that I am going to be participating in Summerween this year. This is a little nostalgic for me because I did Summerween last year. It was the second readathon that I did on my channel. So I'm really excited to be taking part in it again today. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what Summerween is, it is a readathon that is going to be taking place from July 2nd to July 8th. It is hosted by Gabby Reads and Olivia Reads a Latte. This is their second year doing it. They did do a Winterween sometime last year. Yeah, at the end of last year, but I didn't participate in that. So I'm excited to be doing Summerween, like I said. There are 5 challenges, and I'm going to tell you what books I've picked for those challenges today. I will also be vlogging. It probably won't be daily vlogs, like I won't be uploading them daily, but they'll probably just be one long vlog at the end. So let's get started. The first challenge is to bake or make a drink with your spooky read. This is probably going to be the toughest challenge for me because I don't bake or cook or do anything. But we're gonna have to figure it out. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what I can come up with for this challenge. That is the only non-book related challenge. The second challenge is to read a book in the dark, and for this I picked The Silent Patient. I picked this because I have it on audio, and I normally put my son to sleep, and it takes about an hour to an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours for him to fall asleep. So I figured it would be a good time for me to listen to an audiobook in the dark because any little bit of light and he's awake. So The Silent Patient is about a woman who is a famous painter, and she is married to a guy who is a fashion photographer, and they live like this perfect life. But one day when he gets home after a shoot, she shoots him in the face 5 times and then becomes completely silent. She refuses to talk about it. So that is why she is a silent patient. And then I'm guessing it's going to be in the point of view of this criminal psychotherapist because it says that his goal is to get her to talk and to unfold the mystery. So I'm really excited to read this book. I'm actually reading this with one of my students. This is kind of a way for us to keep in contact. She graduated this past year, so I'm really excited about that. The next challenge, the third challenge, is to read a paranormal book, and for this I chose The Institute by Stephen King. I've had this book for over a year now. Actually, no, for about a year. I think I got it in August of last year for my birthday. I still haven't read a Stephen King book, so this will be my first. This follows, I feel like he's a young kid. I don't know where if I read his age or not, but his name is Alex, and he is kidnapped in the middle of the night. His parents are killed. He's put into an SUV, and he wakes up in this institute that looks exactly like his bedroom, except there's no windows or doors. He soon finds out that this institute houses children with a special abilities. So this gives me like X-Men vibes, like these kids have powers, but obviously if they killed his parents and he's been put in this institute, I don't know how positive this experience is going to be for him. So I'm excited to get into a Stephen King book. It is a really chunky book. I do own the book, but I also got the audiobook for it. So audiobooks are going to be the reason why I get through this readathon. The next challenge is challenge number 4, to read a horror book. And for this, I chose Horror Story by Grady Hendrix. I haven't really heard a lot about this book. It's just been coming up lately. I think Gabby picked it for one of her reads for this readathon, so I'm really excited about that. I have the audio, but I've also requested the book from my library. It's at a different one of the locations, so they're sending it over to my library, so hopefully it gets here in the next couple of days so I can look at it because it looks really cool. I'll put an image of it in the video somewhere. And it's funny because it doesn't say it takes place in IKEA, but it obviously looks like IKEA. But it's in the book, it says it's a traditional haunted house story in a contemporary setting. So I guess this store is like haunted, and we're gonna read more about it. This is the shortest book out of all the books on my list, so I'm really excited to get through that. And I really, really hope the book comes in because I feel like that's going to be the experience looking at all the pictures. And then finally, number 5 is read a book with a black or orange title or read a book with black or orange. And then there's challenge 5, and that one is read a book with black or orange on the cover. And for this, I picked Survive the Night by Riley Sager. I'm really excited to read this book. However, I have a hold on it in my library. It says it's available soon. I'm like number 9 or something, and there's 17 copies available. So I'm just waiting for 9 people to finish, and then it'll be my turn. Hopefully I get it during this week. If not, my backup is going to be The Institute, because it does have like black and orange on the cover, so it's kind of gives like Halloween colors. But the hope is to read Survive the Night. And Survive the Night is about a girl named Charlie, which I really had to read the synopsis like 3 times to figure out if it was a girl or not. I love names that could work for girls or guys. Like, that's so cool. So it's about a girl named Charlie, and she is on this road trip to Ohio with this guy that she met on her campus. She's actually trying to get away from school because there has been 3 murders by this guy or this person called the campus killer. And the last murder was actually her best friend. So she's trying to go home because she's grieving and trying to get over that. And then she goes on this like rideshare program with this guy who's also driving down, so they don't have to drive down alone. But as they're talking and they're on the road, she starts to get like suspicious about him and his story because his story is not making sense. So this is, I'm guessing, like a psychological thriller. They're going to be stuck in the car until they get to Ohio, and the only way for her to make it out is to survive the night, which sounds really exciting, and I really hope that it gets to me on time. But yeah, I am super excited for Summerween. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye guys.